Okay, so I'm on my morning walk and I want to get off my morning thoughts. This probably ain't going nowhere because haters gonna hate and they try to keep a real motherfucker down. But I just so I work in the sex therapy space now, right? And I love what I do, but it has radically shifted my perspective on dating and relationships. And I'm gonna share how it shifted. Dating as a 31-year-old woman in 2025 who has shit going for her is you would think that it would be easier to find a partner if you kind of have your shit together, but no, baby, that's not the case. Part of me feels like I fucked up a little bit in life because everybody was getting married and shit in their 20s. I was in school. I was not worried about marriage. And yes, I was in a relationship, but he was not trying to marry me. And now that we know that he's a super mega narc who hates himself, dodged a bullet with that one. But what is so interesting to me is working with couples and shit is on the outside, it looks like they have just this wonderful, doting, and loving relationship. But on the inside, motherfuckers be cheating on each other. They don't be supportive. They don't be let me back up. So I used to date a narcissist or whatever, way back in the day. And he was in the car with me and we were giving his friends a ride. Mind you, we were in my car because he was a fucking bum. But, it was one of his friends who he used to talk a lot of shit about and his friend's girlfriend. And his friend was outside of the car doing something. And the girlfriend turns to me and she was like, I wish I had the relationship that you guys have. And I quietly thought to myself, baby, no you don't. This motherfucker yells at me every fucking opportunity he gets. The grass is definitely greener on the other side when it comes to this relationship. And her saying that she wanted what I had, not knowing that what I had was incredibly fucking abusive, really sparked something in my brain. And this happened probably 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago. But it really stuck with me because she was so dead set, convinced that she wanted a relationship like mine, not knowing that this man was screaming at me every fucking opportunity he got, so much so that I would have to shut the door to separate us and he would just keep yelling. And every time I tried to leave, he would stalk me. And then the final time when I really got him out of my life, I had to threaten calling the police on him. Well, I had to do that several times, but I told him if I ever saw his bitch ass ever again, I would call the police because he just was stalking me and kept putting my life in danger. And so Miss Girl in the car innocently saying, oh, I want what you guys have, not knowing that this man was violent, And there was sort of a popular couple around my area. And I had thought to myself, oh my gosh, it must be so nice to have a loving and doting partner. Turns out, bitch, it ain't none of that. It's zero of that. In fact, it was the exact opposite. What people present, we already know what people present on social media is not real life. It's not real life. I wish we posted more realistic dynamics of relationship. What are y'all doing when y'all are not having sex? Are y'all still compatible? Or what if sex is the issue in your relationship? Are y'all compatible? And so her statement of I wish I had what you had, really in that moment I was just girl, no, you don't want any of this. He's a fucking bum. He has no drive. He's a fucking SoundCloud rapper. You don't want this. And it didn't take until that relationship that completely broke me and wore me the fuck down by design for me to get the strength to put myself first and not tolerate narcissistic abuse and then get up on this platform and educate my bad bitches about it. So I guess if I could tie this up in a pretty little bow, you never know what types of relationships people have. You never know like what dynamics they have going on. And most of the time, it's not a good situation. Like, it's just not. So now that like narcissistic abusive relationship is over, and I've done years of therapy and got my self-esteem and identity back, I had to really sort of shut myself off from the world to just like recover from that, because it's designed to destroy your spirit, right? And he definitely destroyed my spirit because he saw a light in me that made him so uncomfortable he wanted to squander it. And I think that's crazy. But I took the necessary steps. I took steps back. I stepped out of society to heal myself. And now that I'm back, and like, I dated for a little bit. Now I'm just like completely off that shit because it's not worth it to me. But now that I'm back, I realize a lot of y'all are narcissists. A lot of y'all like present this mask of like who you want someone to be, or who you think. You present a mask to the person from who you think that like they want or they desire. And I realize, like, with my awareness as a therapist, with my awareness as like identifying narcissistic abuse, a lot of y'all are so abusive. And like, yes, I would love a happy, loving, and doting relationship, but I'm discovering that a lot of y'all don't have the tools for that. Like, you deliberately choose to not communicate with folks. You intentionally harm people for selfish gain. There's no nurturing, there's no loving. It's just fuck bitches, get money. And now listen, there's nothing wrong with fucking bitches and getting money. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, are you following your heart? Are you following your dreams? Are you building community? Are you being around people that you actually, that like pour back into you? No, we're all just so stuck on the surface. And as someone who requires depth in my relationships, dating is just not something that tickles that fancy. I find more meaningful relationships through meeting my family members, through talking with my best friends. And like, it's really sad, y'all, because all of these online communities and groups are truly just screaming for closeness and connection. But because we're different and people fear what's different, it's just a whole bunch of infighting. And like, as a pansexual princess, my motto in life is everybody love everybody, but nobody loves anybody but they self. And as a therapist, I know that most people don't even like themselves. So what do you do with this? What do you do as a 30-year-old successful Black woman with several degrees, with a light, I don't do anything. I just keep living my life. Because every time I'm outside in public, somebody's dusty ass son wants to try to come touch the light, and then they get burnt and then blame me. And I'm the one left picking up the pieces. But I realized I had to approach things differently. I had to stop giving so much. So I stopped giving altogether. And when I stopped giving, they stopped taking. Very strange. But yeah, like, I guess I'm saying all of this, like, kind of morning smorgasbord rant, is that you don't know the relationships of the people around you. They might seem loving and doting, but they're not having sex. Or they might seem like the total package, but the bitch is cheating on you. Like, like, when I tell you there's so much more below the surface, and as a therapist, or I like to call a community secret keeper, we're all fucked up out here. I don't think there's a such thing as a perfect relationship or a perfect dynamic. Like, it literally does not exist. So I had to stop striving for perfection and start seeking protection. And unfortunately, a lot of men don't want to protect women these days. So, you know, I don't know what to tell y'all. There's no pretty little bow. It's just sharing the reality that everybody's fucked up out here and nobody's happy within their relationships. All right, I hope you guys have a good day. If you see this, I'm Shadow Ban. I don't know. Love you, bye.